everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we move into the final weeks of the regular season, here's a look at the teams jockeying for playoff position in the NFC. All these teams will be playing their hearts out, trying to claim the highest seed possible before Wild Card Weekend. It's the 49ers going up against the Packers.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down at the 38-yard line. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And the back goes into motion. Rodgers will try again on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
Oh, babe, I can hear my smile on that play.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Room to run inside the 40. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Throwing is Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Garoppolo to try again on second down. Throw left side, complete. It's Graham. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quicker.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Packers get set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of...
Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment, taking it right down Broadway. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They'll send Mitchell in motion right. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football as they take over here 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. The connection made, it's Graham. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. The 18-yard line. start the drive with a carry by Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Rodgers now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
10 yards still left on second down. Here's Rodgers to throw again. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
Play action, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. But it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gone after the sack. He's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Now the backup Boykin, his first throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Boykin escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they had put together a good little drive there, but it stalls out in the red zone.
And that's all right. You were able to hold on to the ball for a bit, give your defense a breather, and come away with points.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
26. 319.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On first down, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Now it's Boykin, and they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Boykin. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now Boykin on 1st down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. Touchdown, 49ers. Adam Humphries, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers continue to roll.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion.
Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Pulled in at the 24. Dancing away at the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort. But sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He spins free. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Boykin rolling to his left. And some space here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go!
McCaffrey on the counter, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
To throw is Boykin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a first down carry by Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. In motion, Gronkowski. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And the lead is now an even 30. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Boykin. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. From the gun, it's Boykin. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
And his kick is good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Rodgers now on first down. Fighting through. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
26.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The Rodgers to Rodgers connection, good for a Packer first down. Again, this to Jones. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll go again to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And his guys are able to get a score back. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Boykin on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Second down now after the pass completion. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll throw on first with Boykin. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back now at Lambeau. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Midfield now, Boykin. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They go play action now. Boykin. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Rob Gronkowski hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers continue to roll. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Packers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rodgers now on 1st down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 32 that time. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. What a spin. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. If they could win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. Now Jones. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down following the run. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 51 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 1st down, Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Oh, Boykin's going to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Boykin looking to go to the air again. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Boykin will throw again. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Again, Boykin eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 3rd and goal. Boykin flush to his right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Rodgers going to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Rodgers throwing the out route and complete. It's Cobb. 10 more there and another 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.